Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of Documenting the Bitcoin Cycle. Today is Wednesday 12th of August 2026 and we'll be using Halving Lens as always to document what Bitcoin's doing today and what it's been doing over the last 7 days. So if you're not familiar, you've not seen Halving Lens before, everything we're going to look at today is completely free. And also on that note, you can see we've got a button here for Get the Daily Brief. What this is a daily email that goes straight to your inbox. We aim for it to be a less than 60-second read and we just focus on the metrics that have changed for Bitcoin in those last 24 hours. So rather than getting a load of gumph that you've got to read through or having to browse various locations, you can just get what's changed in Bitcoin straight to your inbox every morning. And as I say, that's completely free of charge. And yeah, we're using halvinglens.com and will be links to this website also available in the description for this video. So where are we in the Bitcoin cycle? Today is day 844 in the current cycle, and Bitcoin price is 63,500 with just 0.5% decline in the last 24 hours. We're currently in a mid-cycle expansion phase, and our market health is currently 60 out of 100, so we've marked it as neutral. We haven't got a link there, but if you want to see more information about market health and how it's calculated, on the left-hand side you can see we've got market health here. And yeah, so you can see 60 out of 100, and you see all the other metrics that are going into building out that score. I think I forgot to mention it, but we'll be looking at the cycle dashboard. So if you're trying to find it on the website, simply just go to cycle dashboard and that'll take you exactly to here. So what else has been changed? So the state of the cycle, our accumulation index is 24 out of 100. So we've marked that as historically attractive. Our fear and greed or sentiment is 27 out of 100, and we can see ETF demand is net in the plus 700 million over the last 7 days. So we could take a quick look at these. So what we've got for us was this accumulation index. Again, you can read more into obviously all on the website here, but you can see the last 7 days we've gone up by 3 points, 30 days 2 points. So yeah, a lot of that movement has happened in the last 7 days, and we can see it's actually weakening in terms of our accumulation index. Sentiment, so if we go onto here, we can see over the last day we've dropped 2 points, neutral over the last 7 days, and 30 days it's 1 point, so we're not really moving at all. Through that whole time we've very much stayed still in that fear category, so yeah, not a great deal changed. But if we look at ETF demand, we can see lots of green here. So the latest trading day, just short of 5 million in the green. 7 days, 713. And over the last 30 days, that's been 600. So yeah, a lot of that obviously coming from the last 7 days. And if we, interesting, I just caught that. The biggest outflow day was 900 million on the 20th of November. So always interesting to see. If we come down to the trend, we can obviously look at the longer time scales, but if we look at the last 7 days, we can see those numbers that we just looked at visualized as well. So another nice way to view that. Market watch. So as of today, nothing unusually significant. You're probably all aware that Bitcoin's not doing a great deal at the moment. I do really like this. So this is our section for the lens. So on day 844, how do we compare to all of the previous cycles? We can scroll down and see that nice concise summary. So where is our different cycle days? Obviously the varying months and dates at which those cycle days were hit. But the bit that stood out to me is we can see on cycle day 844 on our first cycle, we were 21x from our halving price, just short of 10x in 2016, just over 2x or nearly 2.5x in 2020. And as of today, we are a 1x from our halving price, and also down 50% from the high, which is more consistent, you could say, with our previous cycles, but nonetheless we are very diminishing returns, we could say, looking at today as a point in time comparison. What I really like about this comparison chart as well, by default we're looking at today, but if you want to look for, sorry I'm scrolling a lot there on the page, if you want to look into the future, you can click and drag this and just see what these numbers look like for the previous cycles, because we've not reached that there yet for our current. And again, we can obviously go back into the past as well, where we've got data for 2024 as well. So again, nice and interactive to play around with that if you're interested in doing that. What happened next, what we often ascertain from there, But again, you can see very much different, or very varying across the cycles of how it's performing. And a chart I do like to also look at as well, if we scroll up on the left here, historical price paths. We've got this chart I'm sure you'll like to have a play around with as well, is we can see how all of those cycles, again in terms of the price rather than the multiplier, changed in previous cycles. So as of today, we're all fairly neutral. But interestingly, and you hear a lot about this, is Bitcoin going to drop in the next coming months? Well, we can see if we hover forwards, a historical range in 42 days from today, that 12, 16 and 20 cycles were all less than their current today price, equivalent today should we say. 2020 wasn't really much change. That didn't have a drop until much later. Where was that? So about 84 days. So, but as I say, I won't go into that too much now. I'll leave you to have a play around that yourself. And the last thing we've got on our dashboard is our realised hodl ratio. And we can see that's actually dropped by 30%. And of course, you can also go to the full market snapshot there. Just cautious of time, I'm just going to go into one last page. So we've got the 4 reference prices, which I quite like going into. So if you've not seen our videos before, there's 4 key prices we like to compare on Halving Lens. So you've got the market price, we've got the 200-day moving average, so we can see that's up at nearly 70,000. Realised price is currently at 52,000, and our estimated mining cost, and that's just at short of 55,000 there. So again, not much really changed. I just always think it's interesting to end the video on comparing all 4 of those prices, and we can see how they change in our future videos. So thank you very much for watching this episode 4. If you did enjoy the video and our content, always would really appreciate giving the video a like and subscribing to our channel. If you've got any suggestions or thoughts, because this is still only episode 4 of the series, all are welcome, so please drop us a comment below the video. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again the same time next week.